Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and greeting for our lecturer Madam Mulyati binti Haji Abah Ibrahim. My name is Noliwani binti Buyo. My matric number is 2024776057, and in this video I will explaining about fundamental accounting and reporting for Laksa Haji Manan. We are from BA2621A in Group F. My fellow member is Nur Shasha Izira, Rowena Senia, Alicia, and Shera Deborah.
Today I want to share about the business background. The business we have chosen was Haji Manan Food Sdn Bhd. This is a sole proprietorship type of business. It is owned by an individual and it is located at Regal Corporate Park, Putrajaya. This location is very suitable because it is an industrial area where there are many other factories. The owner, which is Zuria Haji Manan, has started this business using her own money from her personal savings as the capital and has started it since 1998. It is actually her father's business, but she has taken over this business because she wants to continue her father's legacy through the special ingredients in their laksa paste. For the business activity, they are doing buying, selling, and supplying laksa paste. Actually, the owner has a restaurant located in Bandar Baru Semarang for selling the laksa Sarawak itself and other products also. They have supplied this laksa paste in a few supermarkets. Due to high demand of this laksa paste, the owner has exporting it to few countries in Asia such as Singapore, Brunei, and Indonesia. Now, I will explain about the business characteristics for Haji Manan Food Sdn Bhd. There are 5 characteristics. For the first characteristic, it is a sole proprietorship, which means it is owned by a single person named Zuria Haji Manan and all responsible are towards the owner. The second point is about the capital, also known as owner's equity. The owner started the business using her own personal savings. Next, the business characteristic that Haji Manan Food Sdn Bhd has is profit or loss is endured by the owner. The owner manages the profit or loss by herself, and she has the authority and accountability for the revenues, expenses, and profits for the business. Therefore, she has the skills and network to shape the strategic direction and decision making for her business. The fourth characteristic for this business is Haji Manan Food Sdn Bhd does not have a proper financial statement. They do have a financial statement, but it is not written in the right way. They have been using Excel to write their financial statement. Although they have started this business in 90s, but back then they assumed the financial statement is not necessary. Therefore, they don't have the financial statement. The last characteristic is Haji Manan Food Sdn Bhd has unlimited liability. This means that the owner is personally liable for all the debts and losses of the sole proprietorship. It can be sued or be sued by owner's name. She may have to sell her personal possessions to pay the debts if it has one.
Before I explain further about business item of Haji Manan Food Sdn Bhd, there are 5 types of business items which are asset, liabilities, capital, revenue, and expenses. First of all, I will explain about asset. What is asset? Asset is any resources with financial value that is controlled by a company, country, or individual. There are current asset and non-current asset. Current asset means asset that can convert to cash or cash equivalent within the space of 1 year. Here, current asset for Haji Manan Food Sdn Bhd, which are inventory, cash in hand and cash in the bank. Non-current asset mean a company long-term investment and cannot be converted to cash easily within a year. Here, non-current asset for Haji Manan Food Sdn Bhd, which are semidi factory, van, filling machine, cellar, auto cellar, and blender. Second is liabilities. There are current liability and non-current liabilities. Current liabilities mean short-term liability, or in other words is that a company must pay within a normal operating cycle, usually less than 12 months. Non-current liabilities mean long-term liabilities, or in other words is that a business owns but is not due to pay for 12 months. Their liabilities is loan from public bank. Next is capital. Capital means anything that gives it owner value or advantage. This company using 100% of owner equity. Then I will explain about revenue. Revenue is known as sales on the income statement. Revenue for Haji Manan Food Sdn Bhd is selling and supplying laksa paste. Last but not least is expenses. Expenses mean money spent to acquire something. Expenses for this company are utility bill, cost of goods sold, and employee wages.
One of the recording process that Laksa Haji Manan were using is hire an accountant for recording transaction. And accountants are very important in this company. It is because their responsibility while recording and processing about the financial in this company to smooth their operation. Next, they are not using any ledger and journal. They are using Excel to record all the transactions they were using for their asset, liability, and capital. An accountant, they were recording and reporting for in this company to manage their financial. They keep all the document in the hard copy. So if the outsider want to know about the reporting and recording process in this company, they can ask the director to see the report and recording process for their case study.
For this part, I will share with you about the strength and the weakness for this business. Firstly, I will share about the strength in this business. The first strength for this business is strong leadership. Puan Zuriah binti Haji Manan is a leader or product founder for Laksa Haji Manan. As a leader for her business, Puan Zuriah has set a clear vision in guiding the direction of her product. When a leader with a clear vision, this means this business activity will always on the track and also can make this business be more advanced in the future. Strong leadership with clear vision will always motivate employees and guide strategic decision making. This clarity helps employees understand their purpose and role within the organization, fostering a sense of belonging and direction. Moreover, under Puan Zuriah, Laksa Haji Manan expanded rapidly, establishing a strong presence not just in Malaysia but in other countries. That's why strong leadership is a strength for Laksa Haji Manan. Secondly, the strength for this business is simplified management. Laksa Haji Manan is a sole proprietorship business organization. This business owned by one person. The owner is Puan Zuriah. The management procedures are streamlined where there is only one person in charge of the company. Complex organization structure and formal decision-making processes which can simplify operation and cut down on bureaucracy are not necessary. Puan Zuria have a total authority over all business decisions and activities as the single proprietor. Because of this autonomy, decisions can be made quickly and circumstances can be changed without consulting shareholders or partners. So, it's easier for Puan Zuria to make her own decision without interference or objection from others, and decision also quickly made because there is no debate and does not take much time. The most important part in business is close relationship with customer. Customer and the sole owners frequently grow close to one another. In this case, Puan Zuria must be close with her customer. This direct line of communication makes it possible to provide individualized service, comprehend client needs better, and respond to complaints or feedback right away. So it's easier for Laksa Hajimanan to get feedback from their customer. Alright, let's move to the next part is weakness. The first weakness for this business is document storage. Most of business, they will keep their business document in a hard copy and soft copy. As for Laksa Hajimanan, they only keep their documents in hard copy. This becomes their weakness because documents in hard copy are vulnerable to physical harm from things like fire, flood, or thief. When this happens, it's hard to get back the data without soft copy. Losing this document could have disastrous consequences if they are the only recording of significant company transaction or information. Moreover, information sharing and remote access become challenging for Haji Lakmanan in the absence of digital copies or soft copy. It can be impeded collaboration and slow down decision-making processes, particularly in today's increasingly digital and distant work context. That's why it's important for Laksa Hajimanan to keep soft copy for their documents. Next, another weakness is limited liability. In a sole proprietorship, the company's debt or liabilities are entirely directly owned by the owner. This implies that the owner's personal assets, such as their house and savings, may be at jeopardy if the company experiences financial hardship or legal problems. So, in this case, Laksa Hajimanan debts and liabilities are directly owned by the owner, Puan Zuria. If the Laksa Hajimanan business fails and the assets are not enough to cover the debt, the payable have right against the owner's personal properties.
I am going to explain about how to overcome weakness of Hajimanan Food Sendirian Berhad. There were two weaknesses that have been identified in Hajimanan Food Sendirian Berhad. Firstly, their weakness is that they did keep their document storage in soft copy. Instead, they are only keeping them in hard copy. The second weakness is that the business debts and liabilities are directly owed by the owner. And how are we going to overcome this weakness? Firstly, to overcome weakness of document storage is by keeps the document storage in both hard copy and soft copy. Hajimanan Food Sendirian Berhad should storing their documents in two ways, on the paper and on the digital file, because by using this way, if there's something happen to the paper documents, like they get damaged, lost or stolen, there's still a backup on the digital file. And also for the digital file, they should use a good system to keep everything organized and safe from accidentally change or deletion. To make sure everything to be more safe, Haji Manan Food Sendirian Berhad should follow a strict rules for storing and backing up their digital documents. Furthermore, they should making extra copies of hard copy documents and then keeping them in safe place so that can help from prevent any loss or damage. By doing this, the company can feel confident that their important information is secure, which will help them keep running smoothly even if unexpected problems come up. To overcome the weakness of unlimited liability is reduce the risk of unlimited liability. To avoid the risk of losing their personal stuff if the business get into troubles, owners should do a few things. Like first, they should know the dangers of unlimited liability, which means they are responsible for everything bad that happened in the business. Next, they should plan for possible problem and act quickly if something goes wrong. One smart move is to set up the business as corporation or LLC, which keep personal and business stuff separate legally. Also, getting the right insurance can help protect them even more. It is important to keep an eye on risks in the business regularly and handle them well. By doing this thing, owner can deal with the downside of unlimited liability and keep their personal things safe. Thank you for listening.
In summary, accounting allows a business to have an efficient operation in analyzing business performance, monitoring, and managing the cost flow as well as keep track of their profit and loss. In my suggestion, for Laksa Haji Manan, they should use accounting software to make sure they meet the fundamental qualitative criteria. And for the last one, they should keep the recording process in the soft copy also for the future needed and emergency needed.